Hello again, everyone. So I'm here to take you through the process of registration. You guys already all made your requests. If you didn't, we made them for you. And so now you get to kind of make some adjustments to your schedule and try to get some classes maybe that you want. So I'm just going to take you through that process. So first, some basic information that you need to know is first how to log in. So this is where you go to the Madison School District homepage, click on PowerSchool Links, sign in with Microsoft, enter your email and password, select Quick Links, Portal Login, and then Class Choice. Now, if that's all seems like too much to remember, all you have to really remember is to go to the Madison School District homepage, go to Our Schools, Madison Junior High Counseling Registration, and all of this information I'm giving you can be found on that website, including this video. Okay, so next important information is how to actually make changes in your schedule. Now, some of you have been doing this for a couple years, and so this is probably pretty easy. Some of you may be a little more new to it. So let me take you through this slides, and then I'll show you what it looks like live. So to make a simple class change, you click Edit here on the left of whatever period you want to change. That's going to bring up all 3 trimesters for that period. And then there's a drop-down menu that you can pick the class you want and then submit it. Okay, so that's kind of the easiest type of change. Now, before you drop a class or change a class, you want to make sure that the class is available for you. So you can do that by just hovering on any of these class names, and this little box will pop up showing you which classes are available and which classes are not. Okay, so the ones in red are not available. Next, to change a core class, you have to drop the class first. And so before you can add the new class. So to drop a class, you pick no class selected. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. So let me show you on the live site. So I have this fake student here named Katie Perry, and she has her schedule all set up, but she wants to make some changes. Okay, so if she maybe wants to try to change her 4th period elective in 1st trimester, then she's going to click Edit. And then here's the drop down, and so she's going to look at what's available. Now, if it looks like there's not very many available, one thing you can do is hover on the unavailable classes and see why these classes aren't available to you. Okay, so some of them it's because they're full, some of it's because maybe you just have it scheduled somewhere else and that's a class that you could move, so that will kind of help you out. Okay, but you can click on any of those to see what's available. Okay, so then for changing a core class, so maybe in her 5th period, she wants to try to change her English teacher in 1st trimester. So she's going to click Edit, and then you're going to put no class selected and hit Save. Okay, so then you go back in, and you can see there's all of the options for the English teacher. So maybe she's going to try the new teacher and hit Save, and that will save that. Okay, but before you do any of these kind of changes, you want to see if what you're looking for is available. So you just hover on any of these classes, and that'll show you where the classes are full, which is in red, and where the classes are open, which are in the black. Okay, and which period they are and which trimester. So you can do that for any class. You can also do it for any class that's over here on your requests. Okay, it's going to show you what's available and what's not available to you. Okay, now we do have some new classes that are going to be available this year. So in the English department, there's the rundown classes for 8th and 9th graders. And so those are the classes that will be doing our video announcements and our online newspaper as part of your English class. There's also Intro to Ag Education and Intro to Personal Skills. Those are both FFA classes that you can take and getting a lot of great skills in there. And then there's also the Peer Helpers class, which is where you're helping in one of our rooms where we have students with special needs, and you'll be helping some of those students. So if you're interested in any of those classes, you can either put those in your schedule, or in the case of Peer Helpers, you can talk to Mrs. Zahner. Okay, the goal is always to have a full schedule. If you don't have a full schedule, we're going to put one in for you, so don't leave blank spots in your schedule. Okay, the deadline for making all of these changes is May 15th. Okay, and so that is the day that Class Choice will close. Now you will have some chances to make some changes later, like in the next school year before each trimester, but that will be when it closes for this year, and then you won't be able to do any other changes until August. Okay, so then moving on to our 7th grade. So 7th graders, this is for you. These are the things that you need to know as you're making changes to your schedule. First, these are your required classes. Okay, this information again is on our website, and you got it on a paper when you did your request, but you have to have 3 trimesters of English, 3 trimesters of math, 2 trimesters of social studies, 2 trimesters of science. You have to have a PE class, so either PE or athletic conditioning, and then you get 1 elective per trimester. Okay, so that is how your schedule needs to look. Now, a couple of things that people usually have questions on: PE and athletic conditioning, both of them count as your PE, that's required. PE plays more games like volleyball, badminton, dodgeball, basketball, okay, all of those games. Athletic conditioning is about weightlifting and running. Okay, now you can have 1 as your required and 1 more as your elective. You can't have PE every trimester, and you definitely can't have more than 1 in a trimester. Okay, so even if the program doesn't stop you from doing that, if we see that, we will change it and we will put you in a different class. Okay, another question that comes up a lot is with enriched social studies. So the enriched social studies is going to be a little extra work for you, okay, because you have this extra project you'll do that you'll be competing in the National History Day competition. So that's going to be part of the class and will require a little bit of extra time on your part. But you can take this enriched social studies in place of either social studies A or social studies B. So it's just 1 trimester, and then you'll take just one of the other regular social studies. Okay, important date for you guys is April 24th. That is when your registration will open. So it's going to be, that is a Saturday. It'll open at 6:00 a.m. on that Saturday, and then it'll be open until May 15th. So you'll have a lot of time that you can get in there and kind of mess around with your schedule a little bit. But that's the first time that it will open for you to make changes. You can get in to look at your schedule on the 23rd, so you can kind of get a sneak peek and see maybe what you want to do, or if you're just happy with it and you don't even need to do anything. Okay, and then a couple other of questions that we usually get. First, with your lockers, you will be able to get assigned a locker during the orientation day, which is the day before school starts on August 24th. You are going to share a locker as a 7th grader, and so you'll want to pair up with someone to share your locker. But then if you're not at the orientation, you will be able to still get that locker on the first day of school. That is all registration in a nutshell, but if you do have any questions, please feel free to and talk to myself or to Mr. Allison. We're happy to help you with whatever we can. And you can also send us an email. Our emails are in the registration program. So good luck and happy scheduling.